We're going to talk about our brother Kobe now. We love hearing stories about him on this show. Obviously, he meant to both of us, and you had a very special bond with him. Talk to us about when you first met him, what that was like.
Yeah, that was, I would say, 3 years ago. He and Gigi and some of her teammates came to my game. We played at USC. So we played here, and our coaches were like, oh, there's going to be a surprise. We didn't know what. Like, I hadn't had a relationship with him before that. We just, like, followed each other on Instagram.
Right.
And so I'm like, all right. And I'm out there shooting with, like, you know, an hour and a half before the game starts. Not a lot of people are out there. And then they walk in, and I was like, is this the surprise? Because there's nothing else tops this.
Right.
So this has to be the surprise.
Right.
And he watched the whole game, came to talk to our team after in the locker room. That's when we, like, exchanged numbers, talked, and then ever since then it was like workouts. You know, I helped coach, you know, Gigi's team with him. So ever since then it was like we just clicked and became really good friends.
He put you through workouts?
Yeah.
Intense, right? Attention to detail's insane.
Yes, but it was not as much shooting as you think. It's almost little to no shooting.
It's technical. Well, he worked my twins out. So my twins, for their 10th birthday, we took a surprise out to Orange County. He worked them out. Very little shooting.
He's big on
positioning.
Footwork.
Yeah.
You know,
all it was
balance.
like fundamental. It was literally like you had a ball and it was like, all right, pivot off your toe for like 10 minutes. Let it get tired and like back pivot, forward pivot, side pivot, like all these pivots. I'm like, are we gonna shoot?
No, it wasn't about that.
Yeah, it was all the little, the little things, and it was cool because like all Gigi's teammates were doing them, and we're doing them really well. And I was like, this is.
Well, he practiced that team. Not to cut you off, he practiced that team. I think he told me like because that's how we were. Obviously, we were close, but in that we'd always see each other because I was coaching twins, he was coaching Gigi. I'm like, you know, how often do you guys practice? Like, no, 6 days a week. You know, I got these girls running the triangle with their eyes closed. I'm like, what the fuck, Kobe? Like, are you kidding me? Like, and he was not playing.
No, he was not playing, and it was long practices. It was like 2.5 hours, like. And they showed up happy, excited every single day. They loved it.
I love that. Best advice he gave you?
Real sharpness comes without effort.
Real sharpness comes without effort.
Yeah.
Means you got to put the work in.
Yeah. And he told me that we were like walking out of the gym. He had the little bag on his back with the balls that he carried and was just like, and just told me that and then like walked away. I was like,
I'm going to leave you with that.
Okay.
The gym.
Yeah, and then the whole time I was like, okay, this is what he stands for. Like, put in the work, and then when you're out there, it's like, oh, it looks so easy. It comes so effortless. It's like, yeah, because you put the work in behind the scenes.
Right.
Yeah.
Where were you at when you heard the news?
We were about to play Oregon State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the locker room, probably like literally 30 minutes to tip off. Yeah, in the locker room. And it was like, do I play? Do I not play? Because I like don't even remember that day.
Right.
And I was like, no, I didn't warm up, but I was like, I'm going to play. And we had not beaten Oregon State at Oregon State. So it was like a huge game for us, ESPN game. And I don't remember the game, but we won. So that was good. I think I like did decent, but I was not there.
You were just somewhere else.
Yeah,
right.
I was not there.
Right.
Yeah.
224, you spoke at the memorial service. What was that like?
It was like, I was nervous. I was emotional. Like it was awesome to see how many people were there that were touched and had some story about him. Like all that, like half the whole NBA was there. To be able to see all like friends and family and everyone that really came together was really cool. But I mean, it was hard, and the fact that I had a game
later. I was
later.
about to say, you did something special that day as well.
Yeah.
I mean, two very special things, obviously.
Yeah, and so, you know, going up there, I was like, oh my gosh, like the youngest person to come up here, I was like nervous, emotional, and it was just like, I have to just do it. I have to just speak. And it's like, don't worry about everyone else that's here. It's like, you're just talking to them. And that's what my agent told me. And I was like, I like that. And that I think that helped a lot and kind of calmed down a lot of my fears.
In true Mamba fashion, as you mentioned, you spoke at the memorial, then went back and became the first, not just woman, but NCAA player to have 2,000 points, 1,000 assists, and 1,000 rebounds that night. What was that 24-hour span like?
That's crazy.
Well, I literally spoke got on a plane.
Was it private?
Yes.
Okay, that's how they treat you then. Huh?
Yeah.
That's how they treat you. Yes.
That was the only way I'd get back to the game.
Right,
So
right.
the donor,
Hey.
Ed Miletus, I'm still friends with him to
Shout
this
out,
day.
shout out, Ed. I might need it too.
He let me hop on the plane, get there, speak, literally fly. I didn't even like warm up, none of that. Fly back. And I think it hit me like later on. It didn't hit me like right when I was speaking, but like before the game and stuff, like I threw up the entire like 3 hours leading up to the game, and for like the week after, like I probably had lost like 10 pounds. So I think it was like I didn't warm up, I didn't stretch. I had just put my jersey on and was like, all right,
autopilot.
Yeah, I'm just going to go play. And so a lot of people were talking like, are you going to get 10 rebounds? Are you going to, because I think I needed 9. And I was like, it's going to happen on this day because it's supposed to happen.
It's meant to be.
Like it was, it was meant to be. And so to be able to do that on like 224, and that ended up being my 26th and last, and the addition of the 2, it was like you couldn't write it any better.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a beautiful thing. You've developed a solid friendship with Vanessa and the girls right now. Can you speak to that a little bit? I mean, I see, to see smiles on their face at all is amazing, but, we see you in pictures every once in a while and you hanging out with the girls now. So how's that?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I was so close to Kobe and G, and I didn't want, that to get in the way of like me not being there for Natalia and for the little ones and for Vanessa. And so I love the relationship and friendship we have. We talk all the time, and just being able to be there and be there for them. They're there for me, laugh with them, cry, whatever it is, it's just so important. And what she's doing for her kids is, hats off. And I don't think really absolutely superwoman, superpowers, and I don't think she also, gets a lot of credit for that, because she is one amazing human being.